Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. So I know it's been a really long time since I uploaded on YouTube. I just thought the perfect video to come back with would be an OG favourites video. I've got a whole bunch of goodies here that I wanted to share with you. If you're new, please do subscribe. If you're not, welcome back. And let's just get straight into the video. So guys, my first video of 2025. Like I said, I had to make sure that it's a favourites video. I love watching these. I'm just super nosy and I want to see what everyone has got. So I'm going to go through some makeup bits today. I was gonna do like makeup, hair, skincare. Filmed this twice, but it was just so long and I don't think you guys want to sit here for ages and ages, so I thought I would break it down. I'm gonna do makeup today and I'll do another one with like hair, skincare and like body and wellness, stuff like that. Just got myself some coffee because it's that time of day. I'm gonna go through, I think in order of how I actually do my makeup, so like base and then blush, etc. So let's just get straight into it. The lighting is really iffy as well, so if it keeps going up and down, I am sorry about that. But I'm going to start off with two different primers here that I've been reaching for. They kind of do different things. So this one is the Huda Beauty Easy Blur Primer and this one went viral. It's got a really silicone-y texture. I don't know if you guys can see that. This has like a really gel-like silicone texture, but it doesn't have any silicone in it, and it does a really good job of just like blurring out any pores and texture, so I really like this one for that. And then if I need something like a little bit more hydrating and bring some moisture back into my skin, this is the one that I've been using. It's the Bobbi Brown face base and this is like the small size, but as you can see it's nearly out. It has like a really lemony, zesty kind of a scent. I think this is like a moisturizer and a primer all in one. I do put this on top of moisturizer and I feel like it just helps to smooth everything out. I think your makeup sits really well on top of this, and like I said, they are two very different ones. If I need to conceal or get rid of pores, I use this one, and then to add some moisture back, I use this one. Okay, moving on to base. I feel like I've been really boring with my foundations. Like these two have been my go-tos constantly, especially throughout the whole of last year. And I think it's because they're very similar. So this one is the NARS Light Reflecting Foundation. The shade I use is, I think, how do you say that? Deville. That's the shade that I use. This is a really pretty foundation. It's very liquidy. You have to shake it really well and it's really lightweight, but it does give you that glow. What I did used to do is use the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. I think that's what it's called. But I've run out of that. That's why I don't have that. I used to use that all over or on the high points just to give a glow under foundation. But with this, you don't even need that because this has got that kind of glow within it. It's really lightweight. I think it is buildable. It doesn't feel heavy. That's why I like it, but it does give you coverage. And then the other one that I discovered is this Revolution Skin Silk Luminous Serum Foundation. And I think it's quite similar because it's quite a runny texture. It's lightweight and it blends out really well. And this is so affordable. I can't remember how much it is, but I will link it down below. I am going to link everything down below. Going back to this one, the shade I use in this is F6. And this is a really good neutral. A lot of foundations I feel like are quite pink or orange or yellow. This is a really good neutral if you are looking for like a neutral foundation. If you are a similar shade to me, try F6. I'm very impressed with this, especially for the price, and like I said, they work really well. Even together sometimes I like to mix them. For bronzers and contours, I've got two here that I have been loving. So this one is like an OG, tried, tested. I've been using this for years. This is the Fenty Beauty, oh, they're called matchsticks. This is in the shade Mocha, and that's what it looks like. This just adds a bit of bronze to your skin and it's really easy to blend out. I usually either put it on my brush or kind of put a little bit on my face and then blend it out, and it just blends out really well. And then I recently got this one from Say. I think this was like my first ever Say product. This is a new brand that I discovered last year and I'm very impressed. So this is the Say, what are these called? Dew Bronze, and the colour of this one is in Spritz. And this is a liquid contour slash bronzer. I do like the shade of this one because it's a little bit cooler than the Fenty one, and these blend out really well as well. Okay, my next category is blush, and guys, I have a problem. As you can tell, I'm obsessed. These are not even all of them. These are just like the ones that I really had to show you guys. I don't know what it is. I never used to be a blush person, and last year I've just become a blush gal. So I'll go through all of these because they are quite different actually. So I've got these three first. So this one is a liquid blush. It's by the brand Sculpted by Amy, another new brand that I discovered and I am obsessed with. This is their liquid blush, and it's basically like a blush and highlighter, like a hybrid of the both, because it's really nice and glowy. Hope you guys can see that, but it's got like gold reflex in it and it's super glowy on the skin. I love this one because, like I said, it gives you that glow and you can build it up. So if you just want like a little bit of a glow, not so much colour, this is great because it's not like really pigmented, but you can build it up if you add a little bit more. They've got quite a nice shade selection. I've got two actually. This one is in Peachy Keen, so it's like more of a peachy corally colour, and then I've also got, I think it's Pink Pot. They blend out super well. I just love a glowy cheek, so these are perfect, and I think these will be really nice for like summer and holiday as well, just to give you that glow. And then this one is a stick, I don't know what you would call this, like a stick blush. I'm sure there's like a technical term, but this one is basically like a, what are these called? Why can't I think of it? Like a gel formula, I would say. These blend out really well. This one I stole from my sister. She got it and she wasn't really keen on the shade, so I stole them. So this one is in the shade Glassy Rosette, and they blend out so well. They're really lightweight, but they do have the pigment and you can build them up. And what I normally do, you might be able to tell, is I just kind of stick a stippling brush directly onto it and then put it on. I feel like that gives you the best coverage and it just distributes the product really well. So yeah, these are really nice. And then I've got a cream blush from Refi. Refi's cream blushes are so good, guys. I've got two colours. I've got Malaya and then I've got this one, which is in the shade Rose. This is more of a recent purchase. This one is like a really pretty, like the name says, it's like a really nice rose shade. These blend out so well. They're really lightweight. I think these are quite underrated. Like I said, they blend out so well, and I'm not a fan of like very pigmented blushes. That's why all of the ones that I've got I like, because you can control them, you can build them up, and this formula is really, really easy to use. Of course, we can't forget our powder blushes. Two here that I've been reaching for. They're two different shades. This one is from House Labs in Dragon Fruit Days. I think this one went viral. I'm not sure if it's this one, or I think they have another one which is like Hibiscus Days or Haze. I don't know. I'll put the name on the screen. But this one is like a really, I don't know how to describe the colour. It's like a neon pink, but I really like that kind of a look. Like, it's quite in your face, but you can blend it out. And I do like that kind of pink blush look. I think I'm more of a pink gal over peach. Yeah, so this is a really pretty colour, and the formula of these is really good as well. And then this one is from Charlotte Tilbury. Cheek to Sheet blushes in Pillow Talk. So you've got your blush and then you've got a highlighter in the middle. This just makes it a really pretty glowy blush, which is perfect. I'm sure you guys can tell by now I really like a glowy skin and a glowy blush. And the great thing with this, if you're traveling, you can mix it together for like the blush, and then if you want highlighter, you've got it in the middle. I'm obsessed. Like, I've told so many people about these ever since I used it. I think this colour is really pretty as well, actually. This colour is really flattering. Like, I've not really heard many people talk about these, but the formula of these are really good. And I feel like it's very on brand for Charlotte Tilbury to be very like glowy and flawless. So yeah, really enjoy this. Just staying on that theme, I can't mention these two. So these are the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Palettes. This one I got not last year, the year before. These are limited edition. That's what that one looks like. These are quite pricey, but honestly so worth it in my opinion. Their powder formulas are incredible. They're so smooth. They blend out amazing. You get a few different powders in here. You've got a bronzer, you've got 3 blushes, so 1, 2, 3. You've got a finishing powder, and then that one is a highlighter. It looks really pink. It's quite champagne on the skin. I will absolutely agree, these are not cheap at all. You do get good value because the product itself is amazing. And it is multi-use, so you can travel with this. I haven't tried any of their like individual blushes. I feel like this is better value. But yeah, I don't know if these are still available, but the individual colours are. I I think this palette actually has a few new shades, and then this one I think you can get these individually, so I'll link them down below, that way you guys can see which colours are in which palette. I've just realised I forgot a whole step. So between foundation and blush, I like to go in with, of course, concealer and powder. Let me quickly jump back. So for concealers, I've got these two. I don't know why I keep them in the packaging. Does anyone else do that, where you just keep them in the boxes? This is an Hourglass Vanish Airbrush Concealer, and I have it in the colour Sepia. This is a really nice formula. It is a little bit on, I would say, the drier side, in the sense that if you've got really dry under eyes, then it can be a bit cakey, but as long as you keep your under eyes moisturised, this works really well. You only need a little bit of it. When this went viral on like TikTok, everyone was putting so much on, and I don't think you need that much of this at all. It does have really good coverage, and I think if you have tried it and you think it's cakey, try use a little bit less of it, because I think less is more with this one. And then this is the other one that I love. The reason why I keep this one in the box is because it's the Huda Beauty Faux Filter Concealer, but I'm sure you guys know this leaks so bad. This is the only flaw I have of this product. It just gets everywhere, so I try and keep this in the box because I've got the colour corrector and literally all my makeup is orange because of that. But yeah, this is the Faux Filter Concealer in the shade Nougat. This is a really nice formula. I like to go in with this usually to highlight. Coverage is great, you only need a little bit of it and it blends out super well. And then for powder, I of course love my Huda Beauty. This is the Easy Bake. This one is in the shade Pound Cake, but I do also have Cupcake, which is a little bit more pinky. That's great for under the eye. Pound Cake's I think the most universal shade because you can literally use it all over the face, and I think a lot of people with different skin tones get on with this. And then I also have the mini in Cherry Blossom Cake as well. Glad I got the mini of this because I don't reach for it as much as I thought I would, but it is a really nice colour to brighten the under eyes with. So sometimes I'll set my entire face with this, and then if I need to brighten my under eyes a little bit, I go in with this just like on a powder puff. Sometimes I just put a little bit of this in here, swirl it around, and I feel like that shade is actually close to Cupcake. So if you don't have Cupcake and you've got these two, you can mix them. But yeah, this powder, it just makes your skin look flawless. Like everything is locked in, which I love. Like I have an oily T-zone. I have a lot of oil that comes out throughout the day, and this is great because your makeup doesn't budge. Your under eyes look flawless. This is literally one of the best setting sprays I've ever used. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray, and this is like my third bottle. This, I think, it just makes your makeup last all day. Like so many people always ask me how my makeup lasts, and it's this. Just honestly, it sets everything into place, and what I like about it is it doesn't interfere with the makeup, so it doesn't make it like matte or glowy. It just sets it, which I love. If you've still not tried it, highly recommend. They do travel sizes as well, which I also have, so if you don't want to get like the full size, try the travel size first, but I promise you guys, you're gonna love it. Last but not least, I think my favorite category, we have lips. So let me go through all of these. I just love lip products. I feel like so many different combinations that you can do, and I feel like your lip products really finish off your entire look. So for lip liners, I have a few that I reach for. I think my favorite lip liners are the Refi Lip Sculpts, just because these last so long, especially if you're out and about all day. Like when I go into the office, these last so long. I've got a few different shades. This one is in Dusk, and it's more of like a corally, like a dark coral terracotta kind of a shade. My other favourite is Rosewood. That is so flattering. I feel like so many different people can get away with that. My other favourites are lip liners from Huda Beauty. These are so creamy and they last really long as well. This one in particular is in Muted Pink, but I also love Pinky Brown and Terracotta. This is actually a travel one, so it's smaller. The really good thing about these, and actually the good thing about Refi as well, is that you don't have to sharpen them. You just twist and then the product comes out at the top, which is so good for on the go to pop in your bag or for travel. And to finish off, we're just going to go through some glosses. I love gloss, I just put it on everything. This one is the Huda Beauty Faux Filter Gloss in She Flirty. This one came out I think in the second kind of drop. This one's got glitter in it. I don't know if you guys can tell, it's got like glitter particles in. This is a bit of a thicker formula and it does fill in the lines of your lips, which is really good, and it's a really flattering shade actually. I think you can wear this with any lip combo. This one is the Charlotte Tilbury Big Lip Plumpgasm in Pillow Talk. This is a plumping lip gloss. The shade is really flattering. It's just like a nice muted pink, and it definitely, you can feel the plumping with this one, but it's not super painful. Of course, Refi, I feel like Refi does really good lip products. This is their lip gloss. This is a tinted lip gloss in the shade Rosewood, and what I love about this actually is the applicator. It's like one of those metal tips, so it's really nice and cooling on the lip. Formula is really nice with this as well. It's not like sticky, it's quite nice and lightweight. And then the last one is Tarte Maracuja Final. So this is one of those plumping ones, so you push the pen at the end and that's how the product comes out. I'm going to put a little bit on now. I feel like my lips are kind of faded a little bit. So it's super nice and glossy. This is in the shade Sheer, and they do so many of these, but the trick with this is not to pump out too much product because then it can get very gloopy, as you can see. So I pump out just a tiny bit and I like to tap on. So that was everything that I've been loving at the moment. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said, if you are new, please don't forget to subscribe. Let me know if you've got any recommendations from any of the brands that I've mentioned. I'm hoping to get more consistent with YouTube this year. We'll see how that goes. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.